The European Commission has this overall responsibility for harmonizing the rules, the legal rules in this case, across Europe. The Commission is very active today in developing the digital agenda for Europe for the next years. This is going to be a kind of an overarching framework which is going to address how the digital technologies can be best exploited in order to serve this sustainable growth in Europe in the next years, supporting a vision of the year 2020, as we were saying.
Principally, the cloud is bigger than either enterprise, SME or consumer. It's all of these things. It is, in the sort of European Commission view of seeing cloud in Europe, it is the future internet, is the cloud, and the Internet of Things is going to be the biggest consumer of cloud resources.
I think the main barrier that I can see from cloud computing, particularly from government, would be the fear of privacy or data security or mobility of data across from country to country or sovereignty of data. At the moment they're perceived barriers because most governments aren't involving themselves in cloud because of the barriers. So a number of things we've been looking at doing is prototyping solutions, using cloud, extending our infrastructure onto the cloud to drive out the issues rather than just say there's an issue, we can't do it.
If there is anything that has to be, I would say, implemented from a technology perspective, from a standardization perspective, and from a service deployment perspective, is the visibility and the control of where data goes. I want to be able to say this set of data should not leave Europe. Point. And it's up to the provider, it'll be up to the provider to say, to implement whatever I ask for.
The regulatory agency, government, standard bodies, they will have to enforce a legal framework that allow people to be accountable for eventual breaching of confidentiality, loss of data. So really have this kind of trust environment where customer can really move data outside their corporate domain, and that it will take quite some time. So we have a long way, and that is very much something that industry alone will not be able to do. You really need European Union, the government, and to have an homogeneous environment.
We're a small to medium enterprise, so the cloud allows us to concentrate on what we do well. And with the partnerships, like we have, say, with Microsoft, is we're actually able to get not only an EU reach on it, we actually have a global reach on it. You look at small to medium enterprises, they deal in minutes. Multinational corporations deal in quarters. Governments deal in 5-year cycles. The EU deals in 7-year frameworks, and the UN and the likes of them deal in millenniums. So you're trying to pull all these together. Okay, so what I think will happen is that from an SME perspective, they're not hung up on interoperability. They're dependent on their intermediary who's supplying the service, us, looking after all that. So we have to be the drivers in supporting standards and interoperability.
We need to be able to have interoperability between the different sensors so that they can connect together to form a single fabric. And that means we need standards on interoperability, we need consistency as to how different software works so that they're compatible, and we also need them to be reliable so they will work at the sort of scale of 50 to 100,000 different instances as part of a single grid fabric.
Clouds, they can change the face of innovation in Europe and elsewhere, but there's an enormous opportunity for innovation. I would view eBay itself as a cloud provider, as a platform as a service perhaps. If you think of what we do, we have eBay Marketplaces itself, you can view as trading as a service and PayPal as payments as a service. Both of them have APIs and large developer communities who build added value on top of those platforms. So I would say in many ways eBay is already in the clouds providing cloud services.
Cloud computing could revolutionize science by giving people the resources that they need when they need them in order to do their science and pursue their ideas very quickly. But building complex systems for science is very difficult, and we don't want to have everybody trying to develop directly onto cloud. So what we need are high-level cloud platforms which make that much easier.
Grid computing is about fostering collaboration and sharing and federation of resources, and cloud computing is about hosting, it's about infrastructure, and it's about the on-demand provision of virtualized resources. So I think that both will coexist, and the question should be how grid computing will be enhanced using cloud technologies, or in other words, how cloud computing innovation will be incorporated into grid infrastructures.
The key to success in cloud computing is to build up multidisciplinary teams with IT, with users from the very beginning, with resource providers, with infrastructure providers, in order to deploy quickly pilots and to start convincing the different users of this. I think that in this meeting of today, we have gathered a lot of people from many different areas. It's a very nice opportunity. Yeah.